Hello fellow woodworkers and welcome to this week's edition of the Garage Workshop 10-minute tool review. This week we're going to be looking at the Huepar SO4CG laser level. Roll the intro. So fellow woodworkers, recently Huepar got in touch about me making a review video of their digital laser level. Now, I should say very clearly up front, I did not pay for this laser level. It has been given to me to provide a review for, but as with all my other reviews that have been gifted to the channel, I am not under any restraint at all on what I say. If I like this product, I'll tell you. If I don't like it, I will also tell you. So this is going to be a very honest and open review. So they sent me two boxes. This is the actual laser level, and I think there's a sort of tripod type stand in here. I've not opened it yet, so let's have a look at what's in the boxes. So I should start by saying that my experience of laser levels is very limited. The only laser level that I've got is a Parkside one, which was really cheap. I think it was about £15.99 when it came out, and I bought it to put the cabinets on the wall when I did my garage refurbishment. I will put a link in the description to that video, but I do warn you, it's quite a long time ago now and the channel has changed a lot. So I have got some upcoming projects to which I think this laser level will be really useful for, which is why I agreed with Huepar to do it. So inside this main box, we've actually got, we've got the laser level. I'm a bit surprised. It looks like it is. So it's in a plastic case. You can see that actually feels, it's sort of rigid plastic. It actually feels all right. I didn't expect that. I thought it would just be in a cardboard box or something inside. So that's the actual product. Let's see what's in this other box. Like I said, when I emailed them, or they emailed me and I replied, I did say that because of the projects I've got in mind, it would need to have some sort of tripod or stand. So I think that's what is in this box. Yep, it feels like a tripod. Let's just open it and find out what's in it. Yep, so a sort of standard tripod that you would get with any camera, but the difference is it actually feels really nice quality. The legs are really chunky, sturdy. The plastic clips that are on the legs, they feel really nice quality too, and it's got really nice molded grips. I'll give you a little bit of a close-up of it, but I'm impressed with that, I have to say. I wasn't expecting to get a tripod that is that nice quality. Actually, everything on it, all of the dials, all the knobs, they all look really good quality. Certainly much better quality than the tripod that I'm currently using to film this video, so this might get a bit of use in future. It's got a couple of spirit levels on it as well. It's also got a quick release clamp, and that is a standard like SLR type clamps. These fit with most things. I think they certainly do fit with the GoPro that I'm using to film this. Again, this is the sort of bog standard stuff that you would expect. Now I've got it out, can't get it back. This is the sort of stuff that you would expect, obviously, with camera equipment, but as a good start, I'm impressed with that. So let's put that to the side. Let's actually open and have a look at the laser level. Okay, so if we have a look inside the box, the actual laser is really nicely packed. As you can see, it's got that sort of rockety, foamy stuff, and here is all of the equipment. This side laser is in the middle there, so we're going to have a look at each bit. It does come with quite a significant amount of kit, this laser, and we'll go through each bit by bit and I'll explain what it is. So the first bit is this leveling platform, and this allows you to, if you've got the laser on a smooth surface but you don't want it to you just want to go up a couple of mil from what you're doing, you can lay this flat, put the laser on the top, and then just increase it. And literally, it's just a turn of a screw, and you've got a lot of manipulation there in terms of levels. So that's the first thing. Clever idea. I've actually got one of those. I got it from a Temu video earlier in the year. The metal plate, this plate goes on the wall plate. You can screw it in the wall. Really nice quality. And obviously a target, a laser target, you can either stand this up. It's got a little stand. It's got a little magnet. You can attach it to all. Most lasers tend to come with some sort of target to put it on the wall. We've then got one of the 3 different ways of powering the Huepar laser. The first one is this. It's just a normal bog standard set of AA batteries inside one of their little battery containers. So as I said, there are 3 ways that you can power this. You can power it through this with just standard AA batteries, or their lithium ion battery, which is included. This is a 7.4 volt 2600 amp hour battery, so you can put that in and power it, or that if you're off a site. But the other thing that you get in it is a wall adapter, and as with most things now, a USB Type-C connector. So if you're inside a building and you don't want to use the battery power, then you can plug it directly in the wall. So 3 ways of powering the laser level, which I think is absolutely fantastic. The next thing is the remote control. Has a remote control, little finger holder on it. That's for either hanging it somewhere on your keys, on your body. You can even put it on your finger or hang it on a tripod. The remote control does everything in terms of controlling the laser level. It also has an app, and we'll have a little bit of a look at the app later on. Also, the other thing about this remote, which is really good, is, if I can get my finger in, it's rechargeable. Hopefully you can see that. It's a little USB-C port on it, so you can recharge the laser level remote. Next thing is probably, apart from the laser, the most important bit, also the most difficult bit to get out. Oh! And it is the actual stand that the laser goes on. Now, there are a lot of things on this stand to manipulate. It is quite incredible the amount of little things they put in. It's obviously got the screw hole hook at the top. It's got 3 really strong lasers, and when you've got the faceplate attached to the wall, it connects to the lasers just like that, and that is not going anywhere. Rock solid. And on it, you've got 3 sets of adjustment. It's got a really lovely green axis. Hopefully you can see that in inches and millimeters. And as I said, there are 3 ways that you can adjust this. The first way, all of them are manual. If you've got it locked, you can lock it, and then when it's locked, nothing moves, and you can see there. When you unlock it, which you slide to the bottom, you've then got manual movement of the dial, so it can slide up and down like so. But the other thing about that, this dial you can use to set it to hyper accurate measurements, literally millimeters, half millimeters by millimeters. On the actual unit itself, you've got another 3 dials, as you can see there. The top one literally rotates the disc at the top, so when it's fixed, it's probably a bit harder for you to see that, but it rotates the disc around at the top. You've then got the side to side adjustment, so if you need to offset the angle at all, you just roll that, and again, because it's a dial, mega precise. And then this one at the front, you can either move it manually, or you can use that to make millimeter and adjustments. And again, it's got a really nice guide there. So loads and loads of ways of adjusting that when it's on the wall. And as I said, I've only had a Parkside one, and this is different level to that. The amount of adjustability on the stand is fantastic, nicely manufactured. It's got a sort of rigid rubberized plastic body. these coverings that are on the lasers are actually made of brushed aluminium. It's got a digital LED display at the front, which again is another feature of this laser level, and it's got some feet on the bottom along with obviously the screw hole to attach it. On and off button on this side, it's a slider, very simple on and off slider, and on this side is the rubber USB hole there. It's where you plug the Type-C cable in. So first impressions, just literally based on the build quality, really impressed actually. I wasn't sure what it would look like because obviously this is a product that is made in China, but it is really nice quality. And the battery that you saw, it just goes in the door on the bottom. If you push it down there, the little door opens and in goes the battery. Let me just check I've got this the right way round, which I think is that way. And you close it up like so, and you'll see that this compartment, battery compartment, is oversized, and that's to allow the bigger battery unit to go in. Thankfully there's only one way that goes in, and that allows you to run it on the AA battery. So what I'm going to do is fire it up, we'll have a little look at the display, and we'll see what it's like in terms of generating a laser. Okay, so I've got it just on the box. Hopefully you can see it there, and we're just going to turn it on by sliding the dial across, and it's generating the lasers as you can see, and hopefully you can hear it. It's now self-leveling. There's a little unlock icon there which shows that the laser is not locked. And when you lay it on a flat surface, it gives you a display and shows you where the X and Y axis are. So that's the first way of turning it off. But when it's in the off mode, you can also press it on using this. Just hold it down for a couple of seconds. The logo pops up, and you should hopefully see now that there's a little padlock, a locked padlock there. So what it's done now is it's automatically come up in locked mode. So you're all good to go straight out of the box. Pressing either of these buttons, it just changes the laser. So now that's just on horizontal. If I press the V button, then it switches, so it's on vertical. So really easy to use. And again, everything that you see can be used with the remote. If you press and hold the remote in, it lights up. When it's a solid green, that means it's got connection with the laser. If it doesn't and it comes up and it sort of flickers green, then that just means it needs to find the laser. So again, everything that's here you can control from the remote. So I've just put it into horizontal mode. You can put it into pulse mode there, which hopefully you just saw that pulse mode, and that's when you're in a sort of larger space, or when you're in harder light, you know, it's very bright outside. The pulse just pulses the laser on and off all the time. Again, that's a standard feature I think on a lot of lasers, but particularly nice. So let's just have a look around so you can sort of see the build quality, and then we'll put it on the wall. Okay, so we're going to give it a little test. Hopefully you can see on this piece of wood there is a little line, and we're just going to throw the line up, put the vertical line in as well. There we are. So we'll just put it on the line. Now that's perfectly on the line, as you can see. And the thing that's striking me, I know it's pretty close, but it is very well lit in here. I've got two of my studio lights on, is how crisp that line is. It's really super clear, and it's exactly on the pencil line that I've drawn, which I did with my set square. So I know it's perfectly in line. Really pleased with that. I can't get over how crisp it is. My Parkside one is very fuzzy around the edges, but that is absolutely quality. And again, hopefully, I'm not sure if it's coming out very clearly on the video, but the lines are thrown everywhere, and they're still really crisp and really firm. There's the horizontal, the vertical, and there's the horizontal, and the lines are really, really bright. Even in here when I have got, you know, quite a lot of lights on. So again, really impressive. Okay, so hopefully you can see I've attached the metal plate to the wall. Apologies, it's a bit wobbly. I'm now gonna put the laser level on, and straight away you should have heard that click in. So there is the level on it. Now it is in the locked position, and this is one of the criticisms. It's probably in fact the only criticism that I've got of this laser level. There is quite a bit of play in it. Now it doesn't matter in lots of respects, because when you're using a laser level, you're normally always got it in a fixed position anyway. And I've actually, let me just adjust that. And I've also got it locked up a little bit higher. But on the wall, it is sturdy. The connection is really sturdy onto the metal plate, but there is just a little bit of a wobble on it. But if we now switch it on, and obviously it will instantly go in self-leveling mode. You can see it's firing the laser that side. I've also got lasers on the wall behind me and everywhere else. But now it's nice and level. There's not as much play in it, but that would be my only criticism really. It's just there's quite a little bit of play in it when it's just resting. Okay, so I've given it a little bit of a test out, and to be honest with you, this video was never set out to show you absolutely everything this Huepar can do. There's loads of videos on the internet that test this exact unit. For me, this was to test whether it was going to be at the level that a woodworker like me would use it. And in terms of my overall impression, this is an amazing piece of kit. I cannot not deny it. It is brilliant. It is really, really well built. It is stacked with features. I've only scratched the surface in this video of the things that it can do. It comes with some great accessories, and it's got everything in it that I would ever need as a sort of amateur woodworker. But the other thing is the cost. This is not a cheap or an entry level unit. Just the actual level itself is £250. It's £249.99 at the moment on sale on Huepar's website, which is just over $312. And actually, the tripod, which I really liked, the tripod on its own is £55. So the setup that you see here is going to cost you a little over £300. So I think that's out of the reach of an amateur woodworker like me. But if you are a professional installer, or you work in the construction industry and you need a laser level and you use a laser level all the time, I don't think you're going to go wrong with the Huepar. I think it's absolutely brilliant. I love how well made it is. I love how well made all of the accessories are that go with it. And every single time I'm going to use a laser level from now on, I'm definitely going to use this one. So from my point of view, I can highly recommend this laser just on the use that I've had out of it. Hopefully you found it quite useful watching the video. I'll put a link in the description below to the website and where you can buy the Huepar online. Thank you so much for watching this week's edition of the Garage Workshop tool review. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're new to the channel, please can I ask you to subscribe, like and comment. If you're a regular subscriber, thank you so much for watching again. Don't forget to like and comment, and I'll see you on next week's edition of the Garage Workshop. Take care, fellow woodworkers.